I'm Karen Sutherland. So what, you're probably asking yourself? Don't worry, I get that a lot. I want to be involved in recovery so much that if you watch to the end of this brief video, I'll show you exactly what I'm prepared to do. You see, I've been watching recovery pretty much since it began, and I've found that it's one of those rare programs on television that actually has a purpose. I admire recovery because of the way it entertains and informs young people in its own offbeat style. And funnily enough, that's exactly what I want and try to do too, in one way or another. But please let me explain. Well, for the past 4 years I've been studying here. Most people don't know that this place exists, and when I first started it didn't. Imagine my horror at arriving to the first day of classes to find nothing but a sign in the middle of a paddock. But the course has definitely made up for it. At the end of this year I'll have a degree in communications, majoring in sociology and journalism. While studying for my degree, I also completed a course here at Casey College of TAFE in Berwick. I studied professional writing, and at the end I received an advanced certificate in professional writing and editing and a diploma in professional writing and editing. This is Gerald Brody, Coordinator of Professional Writing and Editing here at Casey TAFE. Gerald, if you could sum me up in a few words, what would they be?
Karen, I would say that you are a resourceful person, a person who sets high standards for herself and works towards the achievement of those standards. You are certainly reliable, and in your time with us at Casey TAFE, you achieved outstanding results. I wish you well in your future employment, and I would recommend you to any future employer.
Okay.
Well, before I went to uni, I lived here in Melton. There are more young people in Melton than in any other town in Victoria, and there's not a lot for them to do. So growing up here definitely was an experience. This is my old high school. A lot of memories here. But let's keep moving before someone gives me a wedgie for old time's sake. Please let me introduce my high school media teacher, Mr. Colin Orton. Colin, what do you remember most about the time I spent here at Melton Secondary College?
The thing that constantly amazed me was the amount of organisation you put into your work. You would have to be one of the best organised students I've ever taught.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll go now. And this is my high school drama and literature teacher, Mr. Stephen Smithyman. Mr. Smithyman, what do you remember most about my time here?
Oh gosh, I remember it very well. I would say that you were an extremely well organised, highly intelligent, highly motivated student of both drama and literature. And you were also very creative. I remember that in the year that I taught you literature, you had a poem.
I also completed a course at Stotts Correspondence College in script writing for television and film, which I'm sure is highly recognised. Well, it's definitely been a good year. Recently, I received an award called the Herb Thomas Memorial Trust Award, which is given for writing. Casey TAFE nominated me, and the Rotary Clubs of Berwick, Pakenham and Narre Warren awarded it to me, which I was very surprised at. But here's a bit from my acceptance speech.
I have on the computer my virtual boyfriend, and the rest of the money, as I'm finishing university at the end of this year, I intend to use the rest of the money to send my resume to every newspaper and magazine in the entire Western world, and hopefully land myself a job.
The student body at my TAFE graduation, probably because they knew I was the only one silly enough to agree to do it. I also asked to read my humorous poetry by the Berwick Literary Association on many occasions last year. And I also read at the Casey Jazz and Writers Festival. There's a sample of my poetry enclosed with my resume if you want to have a look. And also I was awarded the Writers Award by my high school from years 8 through to 12, if that means anything. University Student Union as assistant editor of their student publication Oshiko. This is David Primrose, editor of Oshiko. David, how would you describe my work here?
Well, as in the nature of student papers, Karen organises and coordinates interviews and organises with publicity companies, writes a hell of a lot of articles because no one likes to contribute on campus pretty much. Gets us advertising, the whole gamut, she does it all.
Well, I've worked in retail since I was 15, and here comes my deepest, darkest secret. For the past 3 years I've been working here at Maya Chadstone. What's so bad about that, you may ask? Well, I work in the ladies' shoe department, or hell as it is also known. I was also sub-editor on the Monash Orientation Handbook, and I also edited a literary publication last year called Pendulum. I've had work published in the Herald Sun, That's Life magazine, Ink, Kuli Yaba, the Orientation Handbook, Connect, the Mail Express, and of course Oshiko. Such as Senator Natasha Stott-Despoja, Pauline Hanson's old political advisor John Pasquarelli, Tim Friedman from the Whitlams, comedians Greg Fleet and British comedian Jenny Eclair, just to name a few. Probably still at the so what stage, so bear with me for just a moment longer. I would be perfect to work on recovery because I have a fantastic imagination and sense of humour. I'm great at researching and sticking to deadlines. I'm going to inform you about any issue in a sensitive yet humorous way. I'm a good people person, a loyal employee, and above all, I work damn hard. You can see I would do just about anything to work on recovery, so why not pick up the phone and call me now? I can write for you, present for you, I even make fantastic coffee. I'd be willing to help out at recovery in any way that's possible. So please, give me a call, because the blood's rushing to my head. Yeah. And the camera go, oh! Okay. Let me put the head on.